Professional tap dancer Bess Bear has toe-clicked her way through the city, shuffled across the Golden Gate Bridge, and into the Guinness Book of World Records. She shimmies to her favorite neighborhood spot with stylish Fred and Ginger flair. In San Francisco, it's called Myriad Gastropub.
I'm Trish Tracy. I'm the chef and owner of Myriad Gastropub in San Francisco. For me, owning a restaurant and being the chef of a restaurant is not just about the food. It's all tied together with people coming together and having an experience and letting everything else go. I chose the name Myriad because being a chef in San Francisco, we have a myriad of just everything at our disposal, from the produce to the different wines that we can get to people that are making house-made tonics and the seafood. I chose to do a globally inspired menu because I like to travel. I like to eat all different kinds of food. I like anything that's sort of big and bold and you put it in your mouth and you're like, ooh, I need another bite of that. I'm a bit of a social butterfly and a chatterbox, and being the youngest of a very large family, you know, you had to sort of get out there to be heard and seen and to get food. I think I definitely bring who I am and my upbringing to the restaurant, so I'm a Jersey girl. I got my Jersey on the menu. And there's definitely the Jersey feel in the restaurant that, hey, how you doing? People are going back to old-fashioned methods like deviled eggs and pickled vegetables and whole animal butchery. There's a reason for that, because it was always good. We've sold like 20,000 deviled eggs, like kind of a ridiculous amount. People think the deviled egg is passed. Let me tell you, the deviled egg has not passed. I wanted people to feel like they came to my house and it was okay to get loud and spill a glass of wine. You know, we like to make people feel at home.
All right, Bess, before we get to the restaurant, we just have to touch a little bit on the tap dancing. You have a stage name, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And what is that?
Rosie Radiator.
Rosie Radiator.
Yeah, God, I'm named after a car part.
Did you? And Guinness Book of World Records because?
Well, we hold records for tap dancing long distances.
Ooh.
Yeah, for many years we've held the world record. We have it at 9.6 miles.
Well, and at the end of that, you're very hungry.
Well, you know, I have tap danced all over this city for almost 30 years. So when I heard from my boyfriend that this restaurant on Mission Street was there and it had such an amazing menu, I had to go check it out. And the first time I went in there, when I sat down, I noticed they had a deviled egg on the menu. I mentioned to my waitress that I love deviled eggs. Before I knew it, there was a deviled egg sitting in front of me. And not just any deviled egg. It had a crunchy onion thing
like
that made it
crispy shell.
Yeah, it was crispy.
Oh,
you remember
texture.
it too.
Oh, I love that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But my favorite go-to dish is the pasta with the pig cheeks. Not only is it creamy and delicious, perfectly done, but there are lovely green peas floating amongst it. And the sauce is just smooth and delicious.
Was this your experience,
Oh,
James?
yeah, and I had the pasta with...
Oh, you did?
Oh, it was probably the dish of the night. I was like, oh, tenderness, yumminess. That was everything I wanted out of that dish. And I actually started with a drink. They have kind of like a wine and beer bar there.
Right, the cocktails are made with agave wine or with port wine.
And so I had one called Persephone's on Fire, and it was a spicy drink, and oh, it was like I drank one sip and I was like, oh, spicy.
You could have tapped
I could have tap danced out of that place.
Yes, on your way out.
I wasn't as adventurous. I had the sparkling wine,
Ooh, yeah.
but my cousin had one of the cocktails, and his wife had the wine flight. So they have a lot of nice variety in terms of for having no liquor license.
Right,
I mean,
and
they
having
have
a small selection.
It's amazing. I had the wedge salad. This was this huge mound of iceberg lettuce with crumpled bacon and crumpled cheese and a spicy kind of Thousand Island dressing. It was delicious. So after that, we went to the spicy shrimp, and I'd never had grits before, or kind of polenta.
Never had grits before.
And I didn't know until I actually spooned it onto my plate that, you know, there's these secret lumps in the grits. And it's just this fantastic texture, along with the spicy, sizzling shrimp. It was really good.
Do you get the shrimp when you go?
I have not had the shrimp, and I will now that you said that.
What else do you get, Bess?
Well, their burger is delicious. Their hamburger, and it's grass-fed beef. It's locally farmed. The bun is like some sort of homemade bun. And they use that iceberg lettuce on that instead of some weird fancy lettuce that doesn't taste like crunchy iceberg lettuce in a bun. You know what I'm saying? And they have that. Well, this is the quality about this restaurant. It's food your grandmother or someone else's grandmother once made.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, with this international touch of this and flavor from that, but it doesn't overpower the good American basic food.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm a big wing guy, and so I was like, oh, there's wings here.
Those wings.
Yeah, and basically these were kind of a spicy Thai flavor to them, and they were just crispy enough and just melt in your mouth flavor. Definitely order those whenever you go.
And you get the pickled vegetables.
Oh,
when, you know,
yeah. Those pickled vegetables are tasty too. I mean,
But a lot of she makes a special spice that's just their own. I think that they incorporate in some of the
bottle it and
dishes.
sell it.
Oh,
yeah. You
it
can
was
buy it there.
really, really good.
oh wow, okay.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't know
homemade
that.
stuff.
Everything had a kick to it. kind
Sure.
of.
Well, I particularly love the salmon, and I know it's locally caught, and you can taste the freshness.
What else did you order?
We ordered the Brussels sprouts. They were cut up in these little pieces
they're
and
chopped,
served
kinda
with
small.
squash
Right.
and cranberries, and it was like this wonderful little hash of a side dish.
And if you go to your desserts, oh, the butterscotch, excuse me, whatever it is. No, but you know why it's so special? They don't use like syrup. They take actual butter and scotch, and they put them together. And even with their ginger drinks that they have, they
make their own ginger soda.
That's right. They don't use syrups.
Oh, that ginger soda's great. Yeah.
You know, I don't have a sweet tooth, but we tried the ricotta zeppole. I will say
Oh
that.
wow.
And what I loved
Valentina,
about
see me.
what I loved about them was they were really soft on the inside, but very hard and crispy on the outside. And they had a non-Italian twist to them because they were coated with cardamom. I was in heaven. I mean, that was my favorite thing on the menu.
I could have
and
just
I don't
ate
like
that.
sweets.
Me too. I wanted to
was
drink the
amazing.
sauce that I didn't dip into.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like bad. I wanted to lick it. I mean,
Yeah. And they just melt in your mouth, and they even had it like a little bit of a lemon flavor to them, and it's just like. Oh, again, I keep going to that same note, but
How many hours of tap dancing do you need to get rid of that?
a lot.
All right, this is your spot. Give us a quick summary, Bess.
If you would like food your grandma might have made with an international flair, go to the Gastropub.
A great place to try a lot of different wonderful ingredients with a fun atmosphere.
Okay.
a very hometown feel, right on the mission, and great place to go. Yummy is what that is.
Fantastic. If you would like to try Myriad Gastropub, it's located on Mission at 21st Street in San Francisco. The telephone is 415-525-4335. It's open weekdays for lunch and dinner. It's open weekends for brunch and dinner. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $30.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by IRG has in-trend surfaces, quieter marbles, and rare exotics. Over 10,000 slabs in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin and at marblecompany.com.
Mattress systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. At Adeline and Ashby in Berkeley. Online at sleepworks.com.
Oakland International Airport. Now with flights all over the world. iFlyOAK.com.
Sutter Health CPMC, 7,000 employees, nurses, and physicians caring for their communities every day. Your city, your hospital. CPMC2020.org. La Tour Angèle Artisan Oils, French-inspired and handcrafted in Northern California. La Tour Angèle creates natural, healthy cooking oils that add new flavor to everyday dishes.
Support for KQED comes from Total Wine & More, offering more than 8,000 wines, 2,500 beers, and 3,000 spirits. Total Wine & More, now with 6 Bay Area locations.